That's why the peach didn't fit in her asshole properly.
Jeez.
So that whole story was like 20 minutes, but everybody only got to hear the end of that.
Stuart.
No,
Hi,
I
Stuart.
love what you've done with the place. It looks really nice.
Oh, thank you. I just love my bookcases. Hello,
Yeah, your book.
Stuart. Hello.
You love books
I
like I
can't
do.
read. Pam. I'm trying to
Gusam
read.
Kumar. It's
Gutham.
Stuart
Okay, cool.
Cohen, Gusam Kumar, and Pam Wade.
See, I'm too
So
vain to
far,
put my glasses on so I can read at the same time as I can be on
I
here.
need my glasses too. Dang it, where are
Ah,
they? Hold on,
I'm
I'll put
mostly
mine
here
on.
to I'm
I'll put
mostly
mine
here
on.
to encourage Sturge to read his poetry.
Yeah, I'm gonna read some poetry. I'm probably gonna read a couple stories too. I'm
Cool.
still trying to find the one I wanted to read for the porch the other day.
Hmm.
Because there was a story that I had that was like epic, like the ones that they were writing. But I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
find
yeah.
it. It's hidden in Medium somewhere, sandwiched
Oh,
between one of my 1,700 published stories.
yeah. How do you
So
keep
it's
track
hard
of
to
that?
find. They don't they don't um uh they don't make it easy to search your stories on Medium. I keep track of it because it has a little counter at the top. It says how many stories I've
Uh-huh.
published. Yeah.
Hmm. But you don't have them like in the cloud or something somewhere.
I
I'm
might, but
trying
I
to
don't.
say that like I know what that means, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't really want to look. You want to see how much of an old person I am right now, Julie?
Yeah.
This is my pill organizer,
Oh my gosh. That is the biggest pill organizer I've ever seen. Hey, learner. Hi. Long
and I
time
get
no
like
see.
I put
Oh
like
my gosh.
10 pills. I put like 10 pills in each compartment. And here's my medicine
Yeah.
bag.
I found that I was not doing a good job when I was trying to do the pill thing to fill them because I'd
Yeah.
get behind and then I just go, what the heck? And I wouldn't end up taking them. So now I just have all my night ones in one little thing bin and all my morning ones in the other. And then I just go through them and take them out each time
Well, that
because then I make
works.
sure that I'm getting all of them.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
As long as you have your system down. I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
Wasn't Brandon's Mad Libs fun earlier? That was so
It was
fun.
so fun. I love that he makes them up himself. I mean, that
Yeah.
just to me is, I mean, that's just a lot of his creativity. It just cracks me up.
Yeah, and then
He's
Ben in the
good.
comments saying that his mind is like a big Mad Lib.
It is, right?
He does. Like if you've ever
No,
read
she
any of his
stays
stuff,
older. Tell my body that. Yeah.
yeah,
Hello.
right.
Uh,
No such thing as old. True. I mean,
yeah.
old
Well,
is relative.
I'm not old in here, but
Old is a
this bit,
mindset.
it's kind of showing its use.
No, Julie, old is a mindset.
That's what they say.
It's only our bodies that feel it.
Yes, it is. Because in my head, I'm still like 17 and barefoot and walking through a field of Queen Anne's lace.
Tell us a little bit about that old person park you went to.
Well, it's the mobile park that I live in. It's over 55. And oh my gosh, it's like high school. I actually
Mhm.
wrote a little post on it about how it's like Glee but without the music. Because it's all the clicks and all the things, and but that's not, yeah. But
You
oh
don't seem like a click person to me. You don't seem like the type of person who would
no,
get
I
clickish.
never have been, so I kind of don't know what to do
You and I are
because
both
when
like
you
that. I don't click either. I like
no,
hanging out with everybody because like
yeah,
at the end of the day, I grew up with a diverse group of friends and a diverse group
mm-hmm,
of people. That's always
mm-hmm.
been my thing. Just hanging out with
Do
everyone.
you remember about the show Freaks and Geeks?
Hmm.
Yeah. See, I think that's probably where I fit.
I think
You
yeah.
know?
I'm the geek.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
Apparently,
the
I'm the
geek.
freak. I was not the
We
geek, that's for sure.
we like
Yeah.
freaks.
I was fairly average student, but I don't know, I didn't fit with the social people. I didn't fit with the band people. I didn't fit with the science people. Cuz I was just kind of like a roamer, I guess.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
lone wolf almost.
Talk for a moment. I need to plug this in here.
Yeah, sure. So I was the geek in high school, Major geek throughout my life. If you've ever followed any of the publications I've started online, I did have one at one point called the Random Nerdiness Collection,
Yeah,
or the
I
Random
love that.
Nerdiness Collective. That was my publication. I am a big nerd slash geek, and I love everything. I'm pretty much an academic head. I like everything academic, even though like in my like videos and stuff, and like in the things I do online, sometimes I can get a little goofy. I like to joke around. That comes from my
Goofy's
like
good.
that comes from like my class clown days when I was a class
Oh,
clown in seventh grade. I started acting out a bit when people saw me as the geek, and when I was younger, I didn't like it, so I
yeah,
started trying to be the funny guy, and I kind of combined the two because I'm
yeah,
still really smart and I really like academic pursuits, but at the
yeah.
end
I
of the
feel you.
day, I think I wanted to blend the academic with the creative and the funny,
Hmm.
and make something else. I wanted to be a bit of an enigma, you know.
I was really shy, I think, honestly. I was just scared of people because just the way I grew up, and I didn't ever know what I was supposed to be doing, for my mother
Mhm.
to make my mother happy. So I think I was just pretty shy. But then, yeah, as the older I got, the more free I got with just being my goofy self, because
You and we love
I
your
like
goofy
me.
self, so yeah, we like you too. I mean, a lot of
I
us like
know.
you. I don't. Who cares if some people don't? I mean, at the end of the day, it's how you feel about yourself.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I feel like we have enough shit going on,
Yeah,
and we
no doubt.
gotta laugh some.
Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
how we survive.
Yeah,
Monsieur, hello.
I see misuse.
I really hope I plugged the right one in here. Tracing it up. Yes, I did. Okay, good. I have two
Yay!
different chargers here, and I was not sure. I thought it didn't say it was charging. Oh, now it does. Okay, good. I was like, great. I
You
plugged it
want your
in,
phone
but I
to die
plugged
in the
in the
middle
wrong
of the
one.
video.
What?
I said you wouldn't want your phone to die in the middle of the video.
I know. I have done that. I've done that. Like, it's died just when Lisa was inviting me on. Wendy, hey.
Wendy
Just as she was
Russell's here.
inviting me on or something, or
Yeah.
we just started, and then it's like gone. Yeah,
Mhm.
not fun.
Jeez. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um. Yeah. I was so bummed out when I found out that the porch was canceled today. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
And I was like,
Lisa's not been
and,
feeling well.
well, the thing is, I wanted to at least see you today. So I was like,
Yeah.
let me go and ask Julie really quickly if she wants to do something. We're not calling this the porch. Disclaimer: this is not the
No.
porch,
In
but
fact, we're both in mobile things, right?
yeah. So we're the
So
this is bedtime on the mobile.
the mobile bedtime? Yeah.
Mobile
Oh,
bedtime. There
yeah.
we go. Rocking the mobile. No.
Oh, I wish. I mean, I didn't say
Yeah.
that. No, I
No,
didn't
yeah,
say
you
that.
did. You totally said
Yeah,
that.
I
Don't
did.
don't
I did.
apologize for it.
It's been a long time. What can I say?
We're both kind of that we get the sex on the mind all the time.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Am I not too old for that? But
No, no, no. You're not.
no.
Like menopause, once you pass menopause, you don't stop thinking about sex. It's not like that. Like that's not a thing.
No, I mean, look at Sacred Storylines. She
I
is
know. Oh
a
my
hot
gosh.
mama all the
Like
time.
if I were more straight, like Sacred Storylines would be my hot mama. I'd totally go over there. I'll be
I'm
like
going to tell
Sacred
her you said
Storylines,
that.
we're rocking it. Yeah, you can tell her.
I
We'll
love
clip
it.
that too. Hi, Sarah
Yeah.
Levis.
Yeah.
I love Sarah
I
Levis.
think
She's awesome.
I know she's snarky, and I love snark.
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, I think though, if my dates keep going the way they've been going, I'm just going to end up alone with all my toys. It's just how it's going to go.
I mean, hey, being alone is better than being with a shitty person, I suppose.
It is. It is. I did that for 37 and a half years. So yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
aware.
did that a few times in my past.
Mm. It's funny because at first you think it'll be great just to have somebody around the house to talk to. And then you get that toxic energy. Hey, Sarah SMR.
And Sarah
Then you
SMR
start
is here
getting
now
that,
too.
you get
Yeah.
that toxic energy going. And you're like, no, I would rather be alone. I would rather have to cook my own food.
Although you did say that you'd
Have
like
we?
somebody to come over and cook for you, so
Yeah,
let's make that happen. Let's find a way to get
I,
me to Oregon and
I
come
know,
over and
right?
have
Why
Mike
not?
and I cook for
Why
you
not?
because Mike and I are both good cooks.
Ooh.
I would show you Mike right now, but he's shirtless, and I don't think he'd like that.
Uh,
He
yeah, I
said no.
tell
Did you hear him in the
everybody
background?
when it comes down to food, because I mean there's all these people in this park that love
I think one of your
to
cats got into something. Did you see
yeah.
that? Something fell.
I saw something disappearing, but I, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Oh
your cat.
yeah. Oh, okay. It's a tablecloth that actually has a quilt top in it that I have wrapped up so that the cat wouldn't get in it. But
The cat got
apparently
it.
she figured it out.
Yeah, your cat's
Yeah, but
smart.
I usually tell people because there's all these really good cooks. So when they have like they just had a luau, all
Ooh,
these people take stuff. I just show up because I really don't have anything to contribute except for like tortilla chips or something, because I just really don't
bring
do
a
the
bag of
cooking
apples
thing.
so that they can put one of them in the pig's mouth.
There you go. I wish it was that kind of luau. It was just hot dogs and hamburgers
Oh,
and oh, there were like 4 or 5 huge pots of beans. Like 5 different people brought
ooh,
baked beans, so they were just pots of huge. Yeah, it
I
was
love
insane.
beans. I
Yeah,
love
there
beans.
were a lot of beans to love.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Wait,
so
wait,
many
and this
beans.
was this was at the park, you said?
It's the park I live in, the mobile
No,
park
yeah, yeah,
called.
no, I know, but I'm saying like, so is it a great idea to get all these seniors together and have them consume a large number of beans?
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
place must have smelled like old
Hmm.
people farts.
I know, right? Oh, I get out as soon as I can. Hi, Amy. Yeah.
Yeah, vibrators are rechargeable, Wendy. You should put them back on the charger. Hi, Amy
Right?
Northam.
I just met you, Amy. So it's fun to
Yeah,
see you
I
here.
Amy's she's really cool from what I've
Yeah,
gathered
I want
so
to hear
far.
her story tell, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that? Yeah. Yes, they are.
Tomorrow at 1 p.m. 10, that would be 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. your time, Julie, in case you're trying to do the math.
I didn't even try to do the math.
So 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
knew Wendy's
just.
from New Zealand or in New Zealand, I mean.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very cool.
So it's I believe it's afternoon there right now tomorrow. If I'm doing my
So
math
confusing.
correctly, it's like I think it's like around noon, maybe 1 o'clock in New Zealand right now.
I actually got to go to Australia once,
Yeah.
and that was so cool because we actually, the flight there, we skipped a Friday the 13th. I mean,
Oh, so how lucky were
fortuitous.
you? How
I
lucky were
know, isn't that
you? Yeah,
wild? I mean, if you're
yeah,
going to skip one, there you go.
yeah. Skip a day, Friday the 13th,
Hmm.
or your birthday, and then you can never age.
Oh, yeah,
Do it every year. You should
that'd be
fly
good.
somewhere that
Like
would change the time,
the-
so you don't have
yeah,
to be in the place you were born
yeah.
on the day.
I think the body will give it away in the wrinkles. Hmm.
Oh my God, Miss You's over here saying, yeah, they're like phones. They have a USB hookup, vibrators. Save so much money on
Oh,
batteries.
yes. Yes, yeah, it does, right? And batteries, you can run out of batteries, but you can always plug it in, right? Plug
Yeah.
it in, plug it in. Oh, I think that's for air
That was
freshener, but
the Glade
iPhone.
plugins.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I
Oh my
I
gosh.
get those commercial jingles stuck in my head all the time.
Oh, I know I can't help it. And the one thing that
Mike's like,
really
I hate
upsets
those.
me, it
Yeah.
upsets me though when I remember things like long ago there was hire the handicapped, back when they used that kind of language and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, Goodwill or one of those guys. So every time I screw something up, then I go, hire the handicapped to myself. Like when it's just, it's not a good way to associate. It's very not PC, right?
Ah.
PC. That's the one. But it was that old of a commercial.
Oh,
What are you
and
looking for there, Wendy?
to Wendy Russell, really quick, I wanted to say, since she's in New Zealand, and Bob's your uncle. I don't have the accent, but I'm just gonna say, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's all kinds of vibrators that have different ports. Okay, hey, somebody needs to read because I can't read. It's so hard. Hey,
It
Julia,
says I
come
and they
without
sell them on
conclusion
Temu. I would
myself.
not buy a vibrator on Temu. Sorry, that's just
Oh,
uh,
funny.
yeah, one of
Discuss.
those lithium ion batteries that explode. Just imagine that
I do love
exploding
the
on your
rechargeable
podcast.
ones.
Oh
And
my
I'm
god.
getting a new one tomorrow on Sacred Storylines, horny suggestion. So I'm looking forward to meeting it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. Did you want to start with a poem? I have an
No, I
English.
was hoping that you would read some poetry because I don't
I
think
have
I've
an
heard your
English.
poetry.
I have an English sonnet that I wrote about my
Oh,
man in a
wow.
relationship. It was
Hmm.
published 3 years ago in Thought Thinkers on Medium. I'll go ahead and start reading it. The title that I
Yeah.
have up here is called "A Look at an Epic Enduring Love."
Hmm.
Gentle but strong, he cradles me to sleep. So, okay, before I start reading this, this is an English sonnet, and it's about
Which
my
I don't
man
remember how
in our
the
relationship. Basically, it's like a Hold on. He cradles me. It's 10. What is it called? You know what I'm talking about. Not syllables. 10.
stanzas.
No, 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 no. Oh, it's an easy word, and I'm blanking. 10. No, no, no. When you're trying to think of like the word pedagogue has three of these syllables.
That is syllable, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I was right. Oh my god.
You were right.
I don't know. It's my old mind. I just turned 44 last week. I'm getting
Oh,
old.
that's so old, so
I know.
old.
Hang on.
Have you like lapped,
Yeah. All
Hmm.
right, let's see. I look at an epic enduring love. Gentle but strong, he cradles me to sleep. Patient and wise, he knows just what to say. We fuss and fight, into his chest I weep. We laugh and cry, he gets me through the fray. Smart and crafty, he makes us things we heed. A heart of gold, his love shines through with all. Partners unite, complement to succeed. Armed with instinct, survival stops our fall. Honest and bold, he says just how he feels. Careful and calm, he always plans ahead. His eyes say much, the pain that he conceals. His words revealed much more than what he said. I will never tire of this lovely man. Our love is far from when we first began. So the
Hmm.
exact cadence of this is a B A B C D C D E F G G rhyming pattern, 14 lines exactly, and they're structured in quatrains,
This
which
is
just
where I
means
do this. I look intelligent.
4 lines per stanza. The last part is 2 lines with consecutive rhyming lines, and each rhyming line is 10 syllables. And there's also iambic pentameter in there involved, which includes a stressed symbol followed by an unstressed symbol, which just means like these are the syllable or the syllables. So yeah, that's it.
This is when I start switching, trying to think of all that stuff.
There's a lot
Yeah,
into
that
an
was
English
lovely.
sonnet.
I don't
It's
think I've ever
very
written a fuck poem, but
we
maybe, well, one maybe when I was
know
still married.
Shakespeare has a ton. Shakespeare has a ton of
I'm not
sonnets.
surprised. I don't think
Uh,
Shakespeare was as shy as I am, so yeah.
we didn't know this guy, but yeah, sure, let's go with that. Oh,
So
so sorry, I didn't even see that. That's so
how
awesome.
long were you together?
How long have we been together?
Yeah.
This is gonna be 12 and a half years right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're stuck with each other.
Did somebody say hi to So? Did I see a
I did.
Oh,
I didn't
hi
see her at
So?
first, but now
I didn't
she's
see you come in. There you
yeah, because I was
are.
reading. I was on a different
No.
screen when I was reading, so I couldn't see anybody.
Mm.
All right. You said you wanted to read one of your poems now, and I'd love to hear that. So
Read a couple while I find something.
okay. I'll read another one then. I'll find the other one I was looking for, and this won't take long because I don't have a lot of poetry. But oh, this one's about my late cat. It's
Hmm.
a pontoon style poetry, which is basically okay. So a pontoon is let me see where it is. It's ABAB rhyming pattern. So first line rhymes with the third, second with the fourth, and it's 8 to 12 syllables per line. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here we go. I'll just start. There are 4 stanzas in this one. Reflections on the long, wonderful life of Jojo. Our cat
Mm.
was a wonderful, marvelous creature. He was very affectionate and loving to all. He looked to me and to Mike as his teacher, to show him the way and not let him fall. He was very affectionate and loving to all. Jojo was a wise and also a gentle soul. Show him the way, don't let him fall. He had a full life and he made us whole. Jojo was a wise and gentle soul. Do you notice the repetition here? Because that's part of it. He loved being the hat on my head. He had a full life and he made us all whole. His high fives were amazing and he was well fed. He loved being the hat on my giant head. He lived a long, healthy life full of love. His high fives were truly amazing, was so well fed. He's meowing at us from his cloud above.
Mm. I
Yeah,
have
he
a
was.
thing that that if there's a heaven, all the pets that I've had will be there.
They
That's how I
will.
feel. Like this.
They will.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a poem about flower. I mean, a flower. Sorry.
A flower. Okay.
Okay. This one is
Mm.
called Blue Roses. And it's a acrostic poem. So acrostic basically is where you take the first letter of each line in the stanza and it literally
Oh yeah. So it's
spells out the name of the title.
oh fun.
Yeah. Blue roses, you are so pretty and peaceful to look at. Look at the calming presence you give to everyone who receives you. Unique and rare, you are not natural but are a natural gift. Even your petals are glorious to look at and touch. Real or not, you can definitely make someone feel your presence. Often overlooked, you are a great gift for a son's mother. Sent with love and respect to a dear family member, elegantly placed in a vase on the kitchen counter with tranquility. Smooth and gorgeous, you are a true treasure to everyone.
Mm. You said blue rose.
Blue
I
roses, yeah.
actually saw those one time when I was in Tennessee. It was the coolest looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Those
think
are
I've ever seen them other than that.
those are pretty.
It's like a silver blue gray. So pretty.
I have more poetry than I thought.
Okay, keep reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do Gentle Valley Campground next. This is one I published on both Medium and Substack, and I published
Yeah.
it on May 15th this year. So this one I combined a traditional English sonnet kind of with like a haiku. So it's
Yeah.
similar to the first one I read, but it's in haiku form. So it follows the 575, but it still has the 14 lines.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
creative
think
when it
that
comes to
hard about
poetry.
my poetry.
What I do every time I write poetry, I always look for a style that I find unique,
Oh,
and then I'll
yeah,
go
that's
into that
fun.
because my mind needs structure. Like I'm a very
Mm.
kind of like chaotic, like ADHD kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when I have something structured, I can follow the structure or something, and it helps
Mm.
focus me in.
That's how Robes is about his writing. He
Hmm.
likes to like outline and then go back and do because he likes structure too. He's
For
very
me, when I
ADD.
write like long form essays or like prose essays or whatever, or just like stories, I don't
Mm-hmm.
really like to like plan like that. I'll write it.
Yeah.
I'll start writing because if I don't get it on the page, I'm going to keep nitpicking
Yeah.
stuff, and then I'll go back and do a couple of draft. Like I'll put my editor hat on afterwards and go back through and like edit it a few times
Yeah.
just so it sounds good.
Yeah. I
That's how
tend
I
to
do it.
just type and then, but he likes to, because he has this big picture idea. So
Uh
he
huh.
wants to kind of get the whole big picture and then so that he has something to help him get the whole story out, with the whatever arcs and all the things that you're supposed to have in writing that I should know, but I don't.
Robes is kind of brilliant when it comes to writing.
Oh my
I find
gosh.
him to
Yes, he
be
is.
delightful.
He's wow. He's yeah.
Like, so for people who don't know this already, in the chat a lot, I'll playfully flirt with Robes because I think he's just like, even though I've never seen him, like none of us have ever seen him. I find him. I have a feeling like he might be a little bit older, like he says, like he's in his early
He's
60s
60,
or
just
whatever.
turned
Yeah,
60.
yeah. But I think with that voice and with the mystery behind him, I just find him very intriguing, and I would assume
Hmm.
that he's like one of these men who have aged gracefully.
He's an old hippie. He's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
adorable. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen
Old
him?
hippie. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not good.
He's long and thin. He's like 6 foot tall and he weighs this much. And he
Oh
plays the
wow.
guitar and sings. He's very soulful. Yeah, he's
Oh,
amazing.
Joe said I saw
You
him.
should
He's
see him
gorgeous.
now. Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
mean, I
believe
love
it.
it.
I
He
believe
just
it.
calls himself an old hippie, but I mean, he's just adorable. Everything about him is adorable.
Well, you
Yeah.
said he's like 6 foot exactly, or is he like six
I
something?
don't know. He just says like 6 foot, 120 pounds. He is very lean.
Oh, he's 6 foot
So,
then, yeah. Because you
so
can't be
I
120
joke.
pounds if you're any higher than that.
I joke that like if we were in the woods together and ran into the bear, that the bear would eat me first and it would use him for the toothpick after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has so many like he has like Crohn's and IBS and part of a lung, so he yeah, keeps him pretty lean.
Yeah.
I do not have that problem. Nope.
No, 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 me neither. I was gonna say, so I might be as tall or a little taller than Robes. You can't
Mm-hmm.
see that when I'm sitting though, but I'm 6 foot
Right.
2.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But
Mm,
at my highest weight, and I think a few of you have seen me at my highest weight because at beginning of the year, I was ballooning. I was at like 335.
mm.
But right now I'm at like 300, so I feel
Oh,
good.
you've lost. Good.
Well, yeah, I'm losing weight because I don't eat as much. Although right now Mike's making us pizza. Um, but ever since my ankle broke, which was
Oh,
now almost 11 weeks ago. Oh my god, I
is
can't believe
it?
it's been that
Yeah.
long. And I haven't been able to walk still, but it's healing. It's slowly healing. I'll probably be better by winter. Oh my god. But
And you
anyway,
say you're diabetic?
I'm diabetic. I have
So
gout. I have high blood
is
pressure.
the diabetes that is making it heal slowly, or is
Yeah,
it
I
just
think so. I think so.
okay?
But it's also probably just because I broke it. Like, if I had just sprained it, it would have been fine.
Right.
I've
No,
sprained it
for
like
sure.
100 times, and
Yeah.
this time it just broke. It was like, I'm done. You can't sprain me anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my foot got mad at me. And that's what Mike was saying in the background. He's like, your foot got mad at you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
clearly.
and I'm 44 now, so I think aging
Mm,
has done a little bit more.
mm.
I keep
Yeah, I
saying I'm
can't
old.
lose weight. I
But
can't lose weight to save my life.
my body's like a 75-year-old at this point. That's I swear.
Mm,
Mm. With all
mm.
the chronic illness I have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just deal with it in our own ways, right, Julie? We
What?
have our ways. We have our ways of coping
Oh,
with our
yes, we
illnesses.
do.
Mhm.
So, learner, are you out of here? Good night. And I think, did
Well,
we
no, I think
lose?
learners just saying good night, good peoples, but maybe they are saying good night to us good peoples. Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I kind of lost track there. You going to read something else? I did
yeah.
find one, but I can
I'm
read when
reading
you're done.
this one. I was just prefacing the Gentle Valley
Okay.
campground from May, right before I injured my ankle, actually. Um, our coach camped below a gentle valley shelters where calm waters flow. The winds strike the hills, large trees obscure stronger gales. A shield on the hills, old leaves sway at night. We watch the maelstrom unfold, a fine epic sight. The air feels warm here. The seasons change. Time has come. End of camp is near. We'll miss this camp's safe embrace, but warmly greet a new place.
Mm.
So that was a
You're like,
haiku sonnet.
you're a, you're quite the camper, aren't you? That's one of the things you like. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we're full
Yeah.
time.
Mhm.
Let's go to this next one. Let's do this. So This one's fun. I did the floral one, the campground one, the one about my man, the Pantoum style one. Ooh, this is a nice one. I forgot about this one. April 10th, 2023, a free verse poem about overcoming adversity.
Oh,
And this one is called The Long Journey in the Mountains We've Climbed.
oh.
I'm not a very physically well person. How many more mountains can we climb together? Luckily, I have my partner here to help me climb each one as they come. But why does each one seem taller than the last? Will we encounter a giant creature on our way through these peaks? I never gathered that we'd venture through an entire mountain range. The Alps, Himalayas, Rockies, and Andes have nothing on this. Life comes at you fast and it often still does. I felt like letting go of my supports and just plummeting to the bottom, but that's not the spirit of a fighter, a hard climber. I've been through too much to just let go now, to just fall and end it all. It's not like mountains can keep us from our ultimate destination forever. There's certainly light at the end of this range. The avalanches have nearly consumed us all winter. The journey may be long and hard, but each mountain gets us closer. The snow cannot fall endlessly, so we've got to be able to rise eventually. Hope is the fact that we seem to have very few mountains left ahead. The guide going forward is that we already have the map to succeed. We already know how treacherous these mountains can get. We will eventually find ourselves safe in the valley and enjoying the water.
Mm. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not much of a hiker climber person. Not. I always, my daughter and her wife love to go on hikes and stuff, and I'm like, good, I'll take care of the pets. Bye bye.
You're right. All right, let's
Well,
see. Let's see. Do you have one now? Yeah.
I have one. Yeah, this is one that I was going to put when I started writing my memoir, which now I'm going to restart for like the third time. But hey, it's called Child of Crazy. Shoving and yelling like playground bullies, the grown-ups use up all the air, fill the house with words that bounce off her skin and bruise her fragile soul. Where does she go, this child of crazy? Who will protect her? Who can she trust when she is hiding in her bedroom, praying and hoping and wanting to matter as much as the grown-ups want to shove and yell? Yeah, childhood.
Nice. I like that one.
Spent a lot of time hiding in my room, in my closet, in my childhood.
You
You have
know,
another
I
one?
was I was no before we move on, I wanted to talk about this for a little bit.
Mm,
Um I remember one specific instance from my childhood when my parents were arguing, where I was in the closet, right?
mm,
And I rarely hid in the closet because I most of the time it was pretty calm in the house, but there were times when it got pretty heated. And this one time my dad had just gotten arrested for drunk driving.
ooh.
Yeah, and my mom was not having it. She was throwing shit at him, yelling, screaming. I mean, the whole neighborhood could hear us at that point.
Uh,
And I was in the closet just like retreating because normally what I do during direct confrontation is
mm-hmm.
that was our survival instinct, right? Shrink
Yep.
and hide. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I found it so profound. You know,
Mm.
like we have to cope in
Oh,
our
thank
way.
you. Sorry. Yeah, that was I just remember at some point looking back and thinking, huh, terrified is the word that sticks out for my childhood. I mean, not that I never had any happy times or good times,
Mhm,
but terrified was kind of the theme of my
mhm.
childhood. I was the youngest, so I learned very much how to stay under the radar and out of the way because they're both the ones that got into all the trouble. And
What
yeah,
your elder siblings?
yeah, I was
Mhm.
Let's see. My brother was like 5 years older than me, and my sister was only like a year and a half from him. So they were close. And then I was like this little,
Wait, didn't you
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 know,
said that your sister just passed away recently, didn't she?
yeah, in
Yeah.
2012. Yeah. Yep. Very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss her.
Um, I was just thinking about something when I said that, and I didn't think
Mhm.
of the wordplay when I said it. I said elder siblings.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'm an elder. Back then they were Miller siblings, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. Well, they were elder siblings because they were
Yeah, they
your
were
siblings.
older. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a baby.
Wait, did you guys literally do the movie We Are the Millers? No, I'm kidding.
Right.
That's
Uh,
funny.
we would have to do, we are the super dysfunctional Millers. I don't know.
Right. Oh wait, so both of your siblings gone now, or is your older
I
brother
don't
still
know.
around?
My brother disappeared from the family in, it must have been like after my dad died. I think that was like 88, maybe 1988.
Wow. So it's
And then
been
my
that
brother and his
long.
wife just abandoned us, and I never heard from him again. So I don't know
So
if he's
what was
alive
that?
or dead. It's
Like
very
almost 40
weird.
years ago.
Very weird,
Wow.
isn't it? Not
Yeah.
know.
Where your older
But he's
brother
kind of
is.
got stranger and stranger. So I mean, I assume he's probably dead. You know, being 5 years older than me, he could be. But yeah, I don't know. I
Hmm.
haven't been able to nail that fact down because, like, I don't have his social security number or something like that, so that I could for sure find out. I mean, Michael Miller is very common name.
That's a very, very common name.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh my, you're gonna have trouble doing that.
Uh-huh. I have tried. I have tried. Yeah, it's gotten a little easier over time, but it was very a lot of abandonment with that family, you know? I mean, my sister especially felt abandoned by him because they had been, thick as thieves, as they say, growing up. And, because they were close enough in age that they could hang out with the same people and go do the same stuff and, go to concerts and all that.
Mhm.
So when he just left without a word, that was very strange.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I mean, no matter how the relationship was at the time, it sounds like it might have been a little more positive with you two. Um, maybe. Or at least
My
not.
sister and I were good. We were good.
Mhm.
He was never really in my life because of how much older that he was. I wasn't very interesting, so I mean, he wasn't really in my life. So my sister and I were pretty close. So
So he
yeah,
was just kind of like a background figure for you
yeah, pretty
growing up.
much. Yeah, yeah.
I'm 4 years older than my younger brother.
Mm,
That's the age difference between us, and my sister and I are 2 years apart. So it's similar to your situation.
mm,
But I'm the eldest.
mm.
So my brother's gonna be 40 actually this month, later this month. My mom's birthday was actually 2 days ago, so it's kind of funny.
Eh,
All these birthdays in August. Mine was on the 1st, my mom's 7th, and then my brother
that's
20th.
funny. You clumped them together so they'd be easier to remember, right?
Yeah.
That's probably
My
the thinking.
my brother lives with my mom right now because he had just gotten a divorce from his wife.
Mm,
Um Short of 30, like around the age of 39. This was earlier this year. And now whenever I want to talk to my brother or my mom, which I'm still very close to in terms of like our relationship, but
mm.
distance wise, I'm here in Pennsylvania, they're in California. So it's like,
Oh wow, what part of
you know,
California are they in?
Sacramento. That's my hometown.
Okay. Oh, right. That was the,
Yeah.
yeah, where my daughter and
Hmm.
grandson and yeah,
Antelope. Hmm.
yeah,
I
that's the
remembered.
one. Yep.
I'm still waiting for you to send me that so I can send them something and say, talk to your mommy.
Right. I know. Damn it. Call her.
Right?
She misses you. Yeah. Hmm.
Exactly.
But
Oh my
do you want
god.
to read one of your stories
Yeah.
or
I'll read a story. Let's read something. I'm gonna find it.
yeah.
I read a lot of personal essays, so I don't have a lot of like fiction.
I don't really write much fiction. I've only really written fiction with the porch people because they do the prompts. But I
Yeah.
tend to be more of a memoir and
Yeah,
poetry.
same here. So both of us should read something that we've written that's more essay driven, like a personal
Yeah.
essay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
I'm finding one on. I read a lot of like also like opinion essays. Like I
Mm.
find something that somebody says to me, like somebody told me one time that they thought Aldi was too expensive.
Mm.
And I read a
I
story
love
about
Oregon.
why I could see it from their point of view, but at the same time I shop there and it's like, no, it's not though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it just because they had different things and
Mm.
their produce was always nice. And yeah.
I have an Aldi YouTube channel if you want to check that out. I have a few shorts on there and a couple videos. It's like when I go shopping at Aldi,
Oh,
I post it on my thing.
oh, I
All
miss
right.
Aldi. Yeah, because we had it in Tennessee, but nothing like
Mhm.
that here.
Yeah, well, Aldi is starting to make its way out to the West Coast, but
Oh, is it?
it's going slowly. What did you say,
Mm.
Michael? Oh, he said he hopes that the West Coast gets it soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm trying to find one. I mean, I have so many. It's just like trying to figure out
I
which one I
know.
want to
It's
write.
like just pick one, right?
Oh, this one is a an opinion essay that I wrote about
Oh,
NBA
not in
salaries.
Texas. Mm.
I'll read this one. This is an 11-minute read. And the story is called NBA salaries should match the WNBA. And it's called it's about correcting excess, not raising one to the level of the other.
Mm.
A gender gap, but also a greed gap. The conversations around the pay gap these days seem to revolve around the idea that these superstar women players don't make anywhere close to the bench players in the NBA. I don't hear many people proposing the most logical solution to the pay gap. If you look past the spectacle and leave your emotions out of the argument, it's more logical to move the men's salaries back down to earth. Women, and this was at the time I wrote this. This was last year. So as women average anywhere between 66,000 a year for a rookie contract to 250,000 a year for a supermax contract. And before I continue reading, I'm going to tell you this: those are raised now. I think the minimum now is like 250,000, and the maximum's like a million. But this was back before they raised it. Okay. The average men's salary in the NBA is $11.9 million. That's almost 100 times more than the average woman. The top salaries in the NBA are in the range of $50 million a year for the game's top players. That's around 200 times more than the WNBA Supermax. Does anyone, male or female, deserve to earn more than $50 million a year, regardless of how good their jump shot is? Are we saying that we value jump shots in society over other important functions such as teachers and nurses?
Well, we are. Yeah.
Their roles are much more valuable, yet they struggle to survive at times. I want people to know I'm not anti men. I'm a male myself, or anti sports. I'm a huge sports fan. I want to speak to a society centered on entertainment and celebrity. Some of the most absurd NBA contracts include the first player to earn $300 million in a single contract. In 2024, Jaylen Brown signed a $303 million deal. He may not even play next season. Meanwhile, Asia Wilson, one of the best athletes on earth, makes less than 1% of that.
Oh.
Next season, his salary is projected to be around $53 million, more than all NBA teams' salaries combined. The thing is, he's not even expected to be playing next season. He suffered a career-altering injury in his prime in the playoffs. I said Jaylen Brown, but I meant Jason Tatum. Dang it, I just picked that. Oh, well,
I don't
that's
know who
fine.
they are anyway.
This isn't a gender gap, it's a greed gap. Even role
Mm.
players in the NBA are criminally overpaid.
Cindy.
Max Christie, who has been part of the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks, was paid a 4-year, $32 million contract. Are we saying that someone scoring less than 10 points a game and shooting 42% from the field is valuable, especially that many times more valuable than the superstar WNBA player? Even just forget this a second about the the superstars. How about the role players in the WNBA? Many NBA perks because of these salaries get private jets, entourages, and mansions. So they get to live in luxury just because they can kind of shoot a ball. Today's men's game is no better than it was 30, 40, 50 years ago when players were making closer to a reasonable salary. Some people have even argued that the on-court product, especially in the men's game, is particularly worse. Maybe we just let this greed among the players get out of control. The game hasn't changed. The salaries are just becoming out of control. And one day I wish somebody would say, how much money can we give these players to entice them? Oh, sorry. It's almost like somebody's saying that, like, how much money can we give these players to entice them to play a game on a big stage? Many people will argue, though, but the game pays them what they bring in advertising and all that. Sure, but how did we get here? At what cost? This is assuming that this is pure market capitalism at work. Is the system fair and organic? Hell no. We forced the system to work this way. Advertising deals, billions and billions of dollars are being funneled into every aspect of the game. Sure, the NBA has had to help subsidize the WNBA over the years. Well, the thing is, the WNBA never got a fair shake to begin with. I mean, we can attribute a little bit of that to sexism. The WNBA suffers from far less ideal game times and far less TV coverage than the NBA does. Although they did get a $2 billion deal recently, so that's going to start changing. The major networks historically haven't signed on to cover the games nationally outside of a few major events in the year. That's leading to a vicious cycle for them. Their league suffers from smaller marketing budgets and promotion, less funding for advertisement of their star players, and a legacy of underexposure that has continued to hamper the league. Sure, this looks like it's on the upswing because superstar Caitlin Clark entered into the discussion, and because of the new TV deal that's going to start in 2026, the one I just mentioned earlier. The differences will still be pretty glaring, though. Also, for those who say that the NBA is a multi-billion-dollar league, yeah, sure it is. But why did it get there? We did that on purpose. Us fans. What would the WNBA look like with a fraction of that investment? We dismissed the women's league as a semi-pro, amateurish game. We even have people like Shane Gillis, the comedian, cracking jokes about WNBA players. So what's the next step? Cap the WNBA and the NBA players at the same level. We can max out the Supermax in the NBA to the current $250,000 that the women get on Supermax, although now I would propose $1 million. We can level the playing field for all players looking to play professional ball, but can the men even survive on that much? What? The women have been doing it for decades. Sometimes they have to play overseas or land endorsement deals to supplement that income. Again, there would have to be a cap on endorsements as well to make this work. This would help to avoid having certain more popular players earn a higher total salary than others. This level of income would align more with the average American, although it would still be above. It would still be considerably higher than, I already said that. Okay. The immediate effects of this change would be that players who were previously gaining ridiculous amounts of wealth would have to make lifestyle changes more proportional to the new incomes. No more yachts, no more mansions, no more lavish parties, no more sports cars. You would see more basketball players living within their means. God forbid they'd start flying commercial or buy sensible houses in sensible neighborhoods. They would start budgeting responsibly instead of driving an economy that becomes more and more expensive for the average consumer. That would get rid of their entourages, sell off their previous investments, and downgrade their luxury to something more sustainable. Do I personally think this would take something out of the game? I don't think so. These are still the elite skilled players in their craft. If they truly love the game, they would likely want to work harder for their money and not focus on the distractions that come with the luxurious lives they can afford. I think we would see a more passionate product on the court again.
I would be able to go and see a game.
Exactly. This argument goes well beyond the scope of sports. It focuses on what we value as a society. As I've said before, professions like teachers and nurses, along with many other undervalued careers, get peanuts because of this. Wealth within this society isn't infinite. We can't think that it isn't tied, that one thing can't be tied to the other. If we had more money to pay for these professionals and take money from the professional athletes, wouldn't we want to? I'm not suggesting directly using the funds from the NBA to pay these people more. I'm just suggesting that we should re-examine what we prioritize. Even when you just go back to looking at the WNBA, the stars are all hustling all year long to make a decent living so they can survive on the salaries they currently make in their league. They go overseas to make more. I can make an argument about why I think the overseas leagues pay every player too much, but that isn't the central point here. The point is the men don't have to work nearly as hard in the offseason to be able to feel valued. So as fans, do we value entertainment over work, effort, and service? Cultural focus and the higher flow of corporate money have shaped today's inequalities between the leagues. Even if I feel the women still live in relative luxury compared to the rest of us, they do have the right playbook on how they've earned their money. They play overseas, they share hotel rooms with teammates and coaches, and they travel on chartered flights, if not sometimes commercially. These are all things NBA players in today's current climate would scoff at. Many of these women, including Asia Wilson, Brittany Griner, Erica Agunbawale, Nafisa Collier and so many others are stars and deserve at least a fraction of the respect that the men get in their league? The answer is pretty simple. You've got to bring the stars of the W to the same celebrity and popularity as the men's game. Are we all saying that the stars of the women's league aren't talented because most of them can't dunk? Are we understanding the cruelty behind making fun of Angel Reese for her me bounds? I'm not saying that all the players should struggle. There is something else at play here. The owners certainly need to take some accountability for this as well. We as fans at some point have called the treatment and conditions of the women's game unacceptable. There needs to be investment and accountability. NBA players have just been so far removed from the reality of how privileged and overpaid they are. The women's game has always understood the reality, which is why they fought for higher wages in the first place. It disheartens me when I hear sports commentators, even amateur ones, make fun of or even make light of the women's situation. Well, what about the owners? Won't they get richer if you pay the players less across the board? Lowering player salaries could tip the balance of inequality even greater in sports. Yep, that is a big problem. That's why the players had to renegotiate their collective bargaining agreement. Well, then how do we solve the problem? First of all, I think we have to reframe how we think about this. Why not hold the owners accountable for how they reinvest their money into the team, facilities, youth development, and serve the communities that they supposedly serve? After all, ticket prices in the NBA have gotten astronomically insane. Where do you think all their money comes from? It's us. We as the fans feed into that multi-billion-dollar machine every year. Owners get a disproportionate 49% to 51% share of the profits. They profit endlessly from the league structure as they are not required to invest a large amount of money of their revenues in anything meaningful. Many NBA stadiums are starting to become outdated by modern standards. Sometimes owners give back to the community, but as a percentage, it's not meaningful enough compared to what they could do. And they even have the nerve, because of legal loopholes, to ask cities for funding for new stadiums, stadium upgrades, and other costs they could easily afford themselves. When salaries are reduced, the share for owners will get even larger. There should be a law and oversight in the leagues that require the owners to allocate funds for arena maintenance and upgrades, uniform staff, training facilities, youth sports, community outreach, league expansion, fan accessibility, and ticket subsidies. I also believe that there should be a hard cap on ticket prices to these games, but that's another argument altogether. Salary reform can't be a mere shift to allow the owners to hoard their money. It has to redistribute the money they already have to make it a fair playing field for everyone, including their fans. I think by this point in my argument, I need to re-clarify one main point, though. I'm not against fair compensation. I expect many of you to argue in my comments. I'm against ridiculous overcompensation of any athlete, period. This is how equal pay doesn't lead to an endless supply of multi-million-dollar athletes. Rather, we would just have more athletes making enough to live comfortably because, they're still celebrity, whatever. These wages are more than enough to buy a house, a car, raise a family, and afford food bills. All things that the average fan still struggles with. I'm arguing that equality needs to be met by making the insanely overprivileged way less privileged. Some of these wages would still be within the top 1% of society, but at least they won't be thousands or even millions of times more than the average American. There's dignity in giving these players enough of a wage to survive and even thrive, depending on where they live. We should be spending far less on padding their pockets and more on investing in and growing the popularity of the game, both in men and women's sports. I said it before, it bears repeating. They have to play for the love of the game. If they don't want less money than they get now, they can find something else to do, somewhere else to go and quit. They weren't in it for the love of the game to begin with. If they think that these wages are even close to poverty level, fuck them. The NBA game is a fun and polished product. I'm a huge fan of the game. I've been watching since I was a kid. The same with the WNBA. Sacramento Monarchs are my hometown team. I find the game equally, if not more, entertaining at times. The NBA salary structure is broken, and that's by design. Why do we make these players' salaries unattainable for the rest of us? Then we get all sorts of motivation to make it to the league, even if it's not pure love. You can see Ben Simmons as a huge example of this. Greed is certainly the biggest factor in keeping things the way they are now. Pay the players ridiculously, give the owners a minimum incentive to improve the communities in the game they serve, and you get this, large inequality from the current model. And owners get to keep every last penny they're not required to dish out. We don't need just fewer billionaires in the game. We don't need any at all. When has LeBron James or NBA owners being billionaires ever personally have benefited you? Why are we okay with this imbalance? Ask yourself again if you haven't caught on yet. Who benefits from this the most? It's not us. Sure, the inequality currently exists plainly with the men and women professional basketball. But have you ever stopped to consider that the biggest loser and most unequal in all of this is your fandom and loyalty to a game that gives you little back in return? That was my conclusion there.
I just kind of, I mean, the whole sports thing, I just started getting this anger because I worked like in the foster care system in California. And it just, and I think about how much ridiculous overspending that people like that, it just makes me insane. Besides the inequality of the whole women's men's thing, it's that, like, why do they even need all that shit? 10% of their money towards something to do with feeding children who, the government wants to take their lunchtime sandwiches away from. It's just, mm, makes
Exactly.
me crazy that some people make that much money and they don't need it. There's no reason.
We have currently in the NBA, I believe there are from people who played in the NBA to now, I believe there are 2 billionaires in the league right now, or 2 billionaires that have come out of the NBA right now. That was Michael Jordan, who owns a current franchise, the Charlotte Hornets, and he's worth $4 billion, and LeBron James, who's worth $1.6 billion.
Wow.
That's insane. Why do we need billionaires that had played sports and that's all they were good at?
Yeah. Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Just so different. When I know people who are struggling to put food on their table,
Right. What would you say, Mike? Something about Kobe?
That's what Jesus said when he got Kobe.
Oh, that's what Jesus said when he got Kobe. Oh my God.
That's what
That's what Jesus said when he got Kobe. Too many rich people out here from the NBA. Well, Kobe died in a helicopter crash because he wanted to helicopter his way to work that day, and they told him not to take the helicopter up and just to drive the couple hours to the stadium.
He took his whole family.
No, he didn't take his whole family. He took one daughter.
Yeah, but she's dead now.
So yeah, why did you decide to helicopter instead of drive?
Well, because he had a helicopter, and he would take the helicopter from wherever his resort home was up in the hills in LA somewhere, like one of the rich parts of LA, and go to the stadium and this was after he was retired already. So I think he was doing something with doing like a kids basketball camp or something.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get basketball anyway. Go one end and dunk, and then go to the other end and dunk.
That is why it's one of the only sports I understand, because it's much simpler.
Oh, it's very simple. I mean, you're probably not into many other sports, but I am. But I do see the hypocrisy and the greed and all that stuff. So I'm a sports fan that's kind of like disillusioned at this point. Like one that still kind of tentatively watches, but is like, we need to change the system. So I'm like, I'm trying to change it from within. Like I'm a sports fan, but I'm trying to change the systemic problems with it from within.
How's that going for you?
Some of the articles I've written, though, I mean, I definitely get critical with some of the institutions we have in the league. I wrote a story, I think it was like 3 years ago or 4, maybe even, when the Rams were hosting the Super Bowl in LA, but they were clearing out homeless camps for the Super Bowl week because they didn't want. There was like a tent city set up near the stadium where the Rams play, and the owners had the police come in and bulldoze have somebody come in and bulldoze all those the tents before the Super Bowl because they didn't want that plight in their area. They didn't want the plight around the Super Bowl because they're going to be nationally televised and all that. Wow. So they paid somebody to come in and bulldoze all those people's homes.
That's when I lost complete interest.
Yeah, and I wrote a story about that.
They couldn't just let them gather up their stuff and go without ruining it all?
Human dignity, they don't have it.
Yeah, that's truth.
They're greedy billionaires. The Kroenke guy who owns the Rams, he's pretty rich. He's in the billions. I don't remember the exact amount, but it's up there.
Yeah, I just don't understand the need to acquire excess everything.
Oh, exactly. Okay, so I saw a comment here I want to address really quick. Brandon, yes, I know the porch crew looks a little different tonight. We're not the porch crew technically, though. I mean, we're kind of the porch crew because they didn't go
We're an
on tonight.
offshoot, right?
We're an offshoot. We're two old people in a mobile.
Yeah, it's like like a porch and a mobile living situation had a baby, and that's this right here. Yeah.
I said two old people in a porch.
Yeah, you're so
Pizza,
old.
French bread
44.
pizza.
Oh,
Mike made
where's
it.
mine? Where's mine?
I want to bring it
Yeah,
to you.
I think Mike was making pizza the last time I saw you on a live too. It was very distressing for me.
He likes
I don't
making French
cook.
bread pizza.
Hey
It's
Heather.
amazing. Yeah, that was on
Uh,
my birthday when we did
yeah.
karaoke.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He got more. He was like, I need more French bread, more meat, and more cheese.
It's a
Yeah, we're a
spinoff.
spinach.
We're the
Yep.
spinoff. The spinoff that doesn't succeed as well as the original, maybe. I don't know, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we're just different. We're not going to try to compare
Yeah.
ourselves to them because
No.
you're part of them too. But and I read on there every once in a while. But
Yeah. Sturge just was filling an empty place in him and needed to fill it with some
I
reading and
needed to fill
stuff.
it with a Julie Elder sized hole.
That's a pretty big hole. Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind. I can't go there.
Okay. We'll just cut here. Let's just cut here. You're so bad
We're
sometimes.
sacred storylines when we need her.
I know. Oh my gosh. The queen of all double entendres. And
Oh, her and I get really naughty.
yes, I know.
You've
She
seen her.
is she's so funny. I
Yeah.
mean, seriously, I tell people she is the horniest 70-year-old woman I have ever met in my life. She is very full of life. Hmm.
That's
We'll
what we'll
just go
call it.
with
Life.
life. We'll just go with life. Yeah.
You have an essay you'd like to read?
I was just looking at, yeah, I was thinking maybe I would read this one little, it's a short chapter
Okay.
out of one of my attempts at a memoir that's
Mm.
going to all be redone now. So
We're gonna
it's
get. We're gonna
called,
get. We're getting the honor of reading one of your drafts of your memoir. Okay.
yeah,
Mm.
except for that, it's probably all going to change. I'll probably use parts out of it, but I need to make it more cohesive because
Mm.
yeah, it's kind of like a bunch of blog posts, which doesn't really work. So it's called Sitting Still Beginnings. I was small, maybe 5 years old. My short legs dangled uncomfortably as I sat stiffly upright at the front edge of the overstuffed chair. My mother sat next to me, offering a quick cautioning touch when I fidgeted. Across from us, my father waved a black gun in his hand. I could put you all in the ground, you know, he said, stumbling over the words. I knew that when he talked about the war and how they had to shoot one of their own men because he was about to be taken prisoner, that it was best to go someplace else in the home. But this time I couldn't. My insides were tangled in confusion. What does he mean? Does he want to make his kids dead? And mommy? Why? And why can't I just go upstairs and play with my dolls? There was no sense to be made in my little child's brain. I wanted to be gone from the room so I could wiggle my legs and think about fun things. But my mother's eyes and cautioning hand said, stay put. So I stayed put. I think my older brother and sister were probably there too, but all I could focus on was not moving a tiny muscle and watching that gun being waved around carelessly by my dad with his glazed eyes and fumbled words. If it was a gun, that meant there were bullets, right? And that people could die, like me. That day I learned this. No matter what was happening around me, I was expected to sit still and take it. At least I knew that's what my mother demanded. Over the years, I have tried to shake the particulars of that day out of my brain, the brain that so often protected me by shutting down, by forgetting. And then I realized what a horrible thing to ask of my child memory. Why did my mother make me sit there, listening to what I now know were the drunken ravings of a very damaged man holding a gun? I had already learned at the even younger age of 3, not to incur the wrath of God, rather, March. I was standing in a crib in the room I shared with my brother and sister. Mike and Patty each sat on their twin beds on either side of the room, watching the doorway. From my crib positioned behind their beds, the situation was growing more urgent. The path from my bed to the open bedroom door stretched miles in front of me. The hallway beyond was even further, and the bathroom door on the other side of that seemed unreachable. And I had to go. I mean, seriously, go. I was potty trained and wearing big girl panties, and I didn't want to fail my one job of not getting to the bathroom on time. I could tell that Mike and Patty were both afraid of what would happen if Marge came back and we weren't all in our room exactly the way we'd been told to be. I whispered to my older siblings, I really have to go to the bathroom. Mike, the eldest, at a wise 5.5 years older than me, looked my direction, then furtively at the door and whispered back, maybe you can just hurry. The sound and the way he said it made me feel scared. What exactly would happen if she found me out of my crib? I was too afraid to find out. I missed my big girl pants. I had learned, perhaps in the womb, to pay attention to the signals of others, to watch for Marge's darkness, the eyebrows pinched together, the tight mouth. These were signs to be perfectly pleasant only, and preferably in another town. As the baby of the family, the youngest of three, I had it pretty easy. The honest truth, I believe, of my mother and father's parenting style with their youngest by several years. I think they were too tired by then to put the energy into it. Luckily for them, I was compliant and too timid to be problematic. I knew how to be sweet and how to entertain myself with my ever active imagination and dolls and books. I'm still easily amused. Several times I've been in the labor room with friends doing my favorite thing, sitting in the corner writing. These times in particular, they're birthing stories. My other favorite thing in labor and delivery moms is not being the person in labor or delivery. And somehow this is out of order. So I can't read the rest of that. But that's that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's that part.
That
Yeah.
was intense, Shirley.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It's like when you start looking back and you go, wow, that is quite something to ask of a 5-year-old.
I know. We all
Yeah.
felt the intensity of your memory while you were reading it.
Really?
Because I think all of us were just like kind of like we were locked in. Amy even said while you were reading it, she's like, "Wow, this is so intense." Pausing, she said she's eating chips and dips. Then we started talking about that.
Oh,
I think we were just trying to lighten the mood in the
yeah,
conversation.
I heard you
because,
typing along. But I
Yeah.
didn't dare look up because then I lose my spot,
Yeah,
I cannot stop. I know. I don't know how I got it out of order. That is just really weird.
I know. That's what I was saying too, Amy. You can't just stop it at labor and delivery. You gotta find the order so we can.
I
hear the rest
know
of
where
the
to
story.
go. But I just remember how intense it was at like 3 and being
Mhm.
in a crib, that's one of my very earliest memories and failing. I'd like to say that was the last time I put my pants, but I'm not sure that would be accurate. But yeah.
Oh, I put
Anyway.
my pants like a couple of years ago. I have no shame. I'll tell
Yeah,
people that. I'll say
it
that out loud.
happens. It happens.
I
That's
just throw
funny.
those pants away because it just got all
Yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. You're like, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah, literal shit. Yeah.
I mean, I could have washed it, but I was like, no, I'm getting rid of these pants. That's so gross.
Yeah, you didn't want to ruin the washing machine, right?
Right? Oh my god.
Oh
Well,
dear.
then onto a laundromat because if I'm
True.
washing nasty shit out of my clothes, I'm taking all that to the laundromat.
That's a good idea. That's
Oh,
very
actually,
smart.
at the campgrounds we have because we don't have a washing machine in here.
Ah.
The campgrounds have laundry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we
That's
pay
true.
like $1.50 per load to wash and then $1.50 to dry. So it's
It's not
$3.
awful. That's not
No.
awful. No.
Um Yeah. So we're literally probably like 100 feet from the laundromat right now.
Hmm.
So in case I want to shit my pants or something.
In case you want to shit your pants.
Mm. Will you wash them for me if I shit my pants, Mike?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
He's
what
like,
are you saying
he's like,
down
what are you
there?
doing? Leave me alone.
That is one of the worst
What are you
things. My
saying down there? What the fuck?
my one daughter by birth, she was too her skin was too sensitive to use the disposable diapers, and I had to actually use those, cotton cloth ones and wash them out. And I mean, that's love, man. That is love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I found it. I found the rest of it.
Oh,
Yes, I
good.
found the rest. I found it. I
Before
just
you
put
start
one.
reading, I have super sensitive skin too, and I can't use certain detergents.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, she has always everything that she could have go wrong with her skin has always she's been so sensitive, like her to antibiotics, she'll break out in a big rash, all these things.
Mm.
Yeah. So, got to get to bed. Bye, Sarah. Thank you for being here. It's been fun.
Aloha. That means goodbye and
Yeah.
hello.
And hello. Okay. Okay, I'll go back here too. I'm still easily amused. Several times I've been in the labor room with friends doing my favorite thing, sitting in the corner writing. These times in particular, they're birthing stories. My other favorite thing in labor and delivery rooms is not being the person in labor or delivery. One friend read her son's birth story to him every birthday for years, reliving the precious memory of a new life entering the world. For me, I don't remember hearing any sweet, sweet stories of my exiting the womb and entering the world. The first and only story I did hear about my days in utero was when my mom told me as a teen that I had been responsible for her needing all her teeth yanked and replaced by dentures because it had been a very hot summer leading up to my September birth and she had to chew ice. I now like to picture my tiny little embryo self, telling her as I shook my unformed fist, "Take that, mother! I will cause you to chew ice and need false teeth at age 50." It adds a certain dynamic to the relationship where I have a power I was previously unaware of, and it makes me laugh. The sad part is, I felt guilty about destroying her teeth for years. Guilt and compliance are like the old chicken and the egg puzzle. Which comes first? Did the guilt come first, making me compliant to avoid the guilt? Or did the compliance come first, making me more easily guiltable? I only know that in kindergarten, at the tender age of barely turned 5, forgetting another student's name or confusing it with someone else's would turn me into a heated pool of shame. While we were learning our letters and colors, I was trying to explain my way out of my lack of perfection to another 5-year-old. As the youngest child, so much is absorbed at home from the actions and reactions of the older, more experienced siblings. They are already wise to the family system, while we are still feeling our way. They know what to avoid, how to maneuver. Of course, at 5, I couldn't possibly see that I expected myself to not make mistakes. I simply knew that avoiding mistakes kept me out of trouble at home. Don't set a comb or brush on the table we eat on. It's germy and gross. Don't let the pets linger as they pass from the back door through the kitchen into the rest of the house. It's germy and gross. Don't clang and clink the dishes together in the sink while washing them because you're trying to make it sound like when the grown-ups do it. You'll break something. Don't pause between your father and the television set, even if he is asleep with sports on. He will wake up and yell at you. And when you're only 5 and your father is lecturing you and the big kids about, and when I say jump, I want you to say how high. And all you can make of it is that for some reason we may be expected to jump on our father's command. It's better to hold these as inside thoughts. So many things to keep track of when you're young. Yeah, all churches in Gilthred. One thing to keep track of at the evening meal in the kitchen, seated straight back at the Formica dining set, the real butter is only for the father. The rest of us may only eat margarine, which is
Ugh,
barely even pretend butter.
that's gross.
When the father is at home eating with us, apparently only he may hold forth on his day. As a firefighter in the 1950s and a raving racist, I heard words burned into my young ears that later I finally learned represented nationalities and skin colors.
Oh,
Sadly, I can forget none of them to this day.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew the way he talked about other people didn't make sense. I mean, if God made all of us and we all seem to have a similar number of legs and ears, why was their skin color or what neighborhood they lived in such a huge deal?
I know.
Apparently,
Why?
if
Why
you,
make? Oh, are
yeah,
you still reading? Oh, I thought
oh,
you
go
were.
ahead. If
I
you,
thought you were explaining it. No, no, go ahead.
no, that's, I mean, I don't mind if you want to jump in there. Oh, Lisa, hi.
Lisa's here. Hi. This. I swear this isn't the porch. Although,
No,
Brandon did call this an offshoot of the porch. He called this
yeah, we're
like
the
porch
spin-off.
light.
It's a spin-off.
Yeah, we're a spinoff. No, no. But what did we say we were again? Old people
old
in a
old
mobile.
people and mobile, yeah, living situations, yeah.
Old people in a mobile. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, go ahead. Keep reading. I didn't mean to
Okay.
interrupt. I just wanted to say
Oh, it's
something
okay.
there.
No, I mean, if God made all of us and we all seem to have similar numbers of legs and ears, why was their skin color or what neighborhood they lived in such a huge deal? Apparently, if you had white skin, it was okay if you kicked the dog, drank yourself into a coma, or had wandering hands with your little girls. I went to school with lots of children who didn't have the same skin color as me, and they were called Judy and Ken and other names, same as all the other kids. I mean, it was the 50s, and the parents didn't seem to have much imagination where naming their children came in. We all played together at recess and in gym class and shared lunch boxes and traded sandwiches we didn't like for something else entirely. One friend and I shared the rich dark chocolate frosting she peeled carefully from the top of her cake her mom made. We were just kids doing kid things. There were definitely some mean words used for me at school: fat, chubby, etc. And the principal of the school where I attended third and fourth grades would always pinch my cheeks when he saw me. I didn't know the word chagrin then, but I now know the feeling I had when he did it, much to my chagrin. We didn't know yet that my thyroid had apparently taken one look at my family and said, I'm out of here, giving up the ghost entirely somewhere between the ages of 2 and 5. I ran like all the other little kids. I chased boys on the playground and they chased me back. I played hopscotch and foursquare and did all the things the other kids were doing. And it didn't matter if I ate carrot sticks. I wasn't getting taller, and I was only getting rounder. I'm sure my cheeks looked wonderfully pinchable, but what adult decided one day that reaching out to a child surrounded by their thinner peers and drawing attention to their very bigness was a great idea? I only know I put up with it as I had been trained about all of life's discomforts. Freezing at night in your cold bed, simply pull the covers up over your head until your breath warms it up. Nobody knew that my body's thermostat was less than faulty. It was, rest in peace, dead, not doing its job of regulating my body's response to heat or cold. And the worst fake thing in the universe, rivaling margarine, the linoleum rug. Painfully cold to step on in those dreary Portland winter mornings. I mean, isn't the very meaning of a rug that it's something made of cloth or fiber to lay over a cold floor? I suppose its one job was to protect the bare wooden floor beneath, but I'm sure it was colder than the floor itself. Even though Marge wasn't a warm and nurturing woman, she certainly did her due diligence. harassing the doctor who wouldn't listen to her concerns about my lack of height and width of body until he finally referred us to the big teaching university on the hill on the west side of Portland. They happened to be, in a very timely fashion, researching thyroid dysfunction at that exact time. It's now known as the Oregon Health and Sciences University, or OHSU. Since she didn't drive yet, being stuck in the role of stereotypical stay at home mother meant to spend her time raising children, cleaning house, and cooking delightful meals. Driving was a goal she had not yet achieved. So, via taxi rides, she shuttled me back and forth for my regular appointments. At one point, she had to break it to my animal loving heart that, yes, bunnies were used in the research. I cried. I couldn't stand the thought of bunnies being hurt or dying to help people like me. But I had to finally make some small peace with it, thanking them for taking one for the team and allowing me to eventually grow to be 5'4" rather than 4'5" square. Rather
Wow.
long chapter. Long chapter.
I want to
Thank
celebrate
you.
you, Julie, because you took us through a lot of different events in that first chapter in your life, in your early life, that gave us a really, I mean, even if it's not the full picture, like, because, you know, there are other things we can put in there, it gives us a real perspective of how hard your childhood was and what the things that you, even, I think even to today, like, there may be some things that still creep in for you.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of, like you said, you're a little shy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Lisa and I, while we were
Thank you,
reading,
Lisa.
because we were both listening to you read the second part of your the first chapter of the memoir that you're going to rewrite, that we should encourage you to read your writing more, because your life story is very compelling.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I think you can help a lot of people by putting it out there.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I always try to inject a little humor, survivor humor, you know.
Yeah. Well, Lisa just
Thank
said you
you.
need to read more on the porch.
That's
I'm going to
cool.
say this: if
Okay.
they let you read more of your memoir stuff instead
Yeah.
of like sticking to the prompt stuff, I think that would be a nice thing, because then you'd get to read more of this kind of stuff, and I think we would
Yeah.
all
I'm
like.
not super good at fiction. I mean,
Yeah, fiction
honestly.
isn't my jive either. I asked
Yeah.
Lisa on my birthday when I came back to read something, because that was the day I came in to read on the porch. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Can I read one of my nonfiction stories? I have something about." That was the story you heard when you were in the
Yeah. Yeah.
audience, because
Mm-hmm.
you were telling me you made some comments about it, about how you shouldn't be expected to pay for other people, like, especially if they're
Right.
drinking. And
No, that was so lame.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. See,
Uh,
Lisa was fine with it. See, yeah, she's like, when I
she
went to
fine
read
with
on my
what?
birthday, like
Oh.
reading nonfiction stuff. I think she said, as long as it wasn't offensive. Like, there are things that
Oh,
might be
right.
offensive in there to like certain people. Like,
Yeah.
it was animal cruelty was like her big deal breaker, and I hate that. I don't animal
Yeah.
cruelty. I can't stand that.
We're too many
Um.
animal lovers on the porch.
Oh, all of us.
I'm glad she wasn't saying, and I was fine with it, Sturge, that you had to pay for all those people. I'm glad that's
Oh,
not what
no,
she's
no, no,
saying
no.
there.
Yeah, no, she was fine with it.
I'm
She knew
just
that I
kidding.
secretly paid $1,000, and I left
Uh,
that out of the story. No, I'm kidding. I
I
didn't
mean,
do
how on earth? How could
that.
somebody expect? I don't just have an extra $1,000.
No, I don't either. Ugh. No,
Jeez Louise.
and wait. So that's a vocabulary word, extra $1,000 that
That's
exists?
what?
No,
What?
no, no. The term extra $1,000
Yeah,
exists?
yeah. In some world, in some
I'm
alternate
like,
universe, deny.
what? Who has that? Well,
No,
I
that
mean,
would be like a put
we
it
know
on a
who.
card and pay for it for the next year, you know?
Well, that's what Trump does. He just launders money and then puts it on the Capital One card, and then it gets canceled. Or they say, what, 300 accounts?
No, you think some
What?
other info
300?
doesn't sound like a
You didn't
no.
see that news? It was recent.
No, I didn't. Oh
They
my
published in
gosh.
there recently that he had 300 credit card accounts closed through Capital One because of money laundering.
Lord help us. Oh, see, we need to be paid subscribers, if we can afford it, for people like Lisa Joy and Sturge and Robes
And
and
robes, yeah.
Sacred. Yeah.
Question, that's how many they found.
That's how many they found, exactly.
Oh, so
Oh,
there's
over
probably more.
500 now, and then 300 with just Capital One. That's what Amy Northam
Oh
said.
my gosh.
It's over 500 accounts now that we found.
Oh my gosh. I
And that's
use
just what
like
we found. There's gonna be
2
more. I'm
cards, you
telling
know.
you.
I have one that's a care credit one for, the pets and my dental
Yeah.
work, but and then I have other one that I use because I get points.
Yeah. The most I ever had was 7. And during
Well, he
COVID, I
just
had
does
to.
all that so he can just not pay stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the most I had was over 7. And what I had to do, because during COVID we had a hard time, I had to max all those out. And then when I couldn't pay the monthly payment, keep up on that, I just let it go. I was like, I have to just let these. I can't pay them. I don't know what to do, so I just let it go. I said it'll be a 7-year hit to my credit report, which will actually come back around in 2027. Will it finally
Oh
resolve
wow.
itself? So
Wow.
yeah, I don't love that, but
Well,
I
there's
had to
far
do
too
what
many of the
I
regular
had to do.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah, far too many of the regular people struggling. And that's one of those things that makes me crazy about like sport people. Fine, you can play basketball, but there are people starving,
yeah.
you know?
And here's the
Feed your
thing:
neighbors.
the biggest problem I have with the billionaires is they could be doing more to help, and they don't.
Yeah,
And they're actively stealing money from us
yeah,
because
it's agreed to.
they get all these government tax subsidies
Yeah,
from our taxpayer money.
yeah, yeah. And they spend
And
our
Trump doesn't
stuff.
pay shit. He gets enriched from foreign countries. It's like, what are we doing here?
And if I was going to pay for something, it would not be wrestling on the front lawn of the White House, you know?
I mean, if it was naked mud, if it if it was naked men mud wrestling on the
Mud
front lawn,
wrestling. I would watch that.
yeah.
I would
Let's watch
watch that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Although
know. I
earlier I
think
did
that's how
say
he gets away with
Although
stuff.
earlier I did twist a comment you made in Brandon's Mad Libs thing about liking to support smaller creators, and I said
Uh-huh.
that you like smaller ones.
Yeah, I
So I
saw that.
mean,
I
yeah.
saw that.
So if
I
Trump
thought,
were
oh, he must
if
know my life. Yes,
if
I didn't
Trump was
know he'd
mud,
let that slip.
I know, but if Trump was mud wrestling on the front lawn, Elon Musk. Just imagine Elon Musk and Trump naked in the front lawn, the front lawn mud wrestling each other. But it has to be the death, so it'd be
I
worth
would just
watching.
want to. I would
Yeah.
just want somebody, to
Amy
just
said Musk right when I said Musk.
put a lot of weight on those two so that they would drown in the mud,
Well, what I'm saying is,
preferably face to face.
I would just hope that
Mm.
both of them die naked fighting each other.
Yeah.
As a heart attack, and Musk just gets.
Although, if Trump was in there, it would be shit and mud.
Amy's like so much reading
Would
dip and
Amy say?
chips
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. You're like,
now.
doesn't taste the same.
I mean, don't eat any white dip right now. I mean,
Oh, that's so funny.
oh jeez.
It's, yeah, I don't know. I grew up and learned in school that we had checks and balances in our government.
We
And
don't
then
have
I've
them
been
anymore.
watching this shit show and wondering where the hell they all went.
Well, it's because they stacked the Supreme Court. Congress is currently the party of the president, and the president
Yeah.
just has loyalists around him. That's why we don't have any checks and balances
Yeah.
at the moment.
Right. Mud and shit wrestling. To be honest.
None of the mud's actually
Oh,
shit. There
dear.
we go. That works.
Oh dear.
Like Facebook that put them in there in the first place.
Wait. Amy said bean dip and queso. Oh my
I
gosh.
saw that. Yeah, I love queso. And I was
Me
so
too.
confused when I moved to Tennessee and I kept looking for, well, I want queso. Where can I find queso? And then I realized they just called it
Cheese
cheese
dip.
sauce or cheese
Oh,
dip or something. Just I'm like,
that's
oh,
tacky.
okay.
Yeah, I out here at the Aldi in Pennsylvania, They have this really good cheese sauce in the Aldi that I like to get sometimes and put it in my nachos.
Yeah, I love nachos. I
Me
freaking
too.
love nachos. Yeah.
Yeah, the most eaten snack that I get whenever we get snacks from the store is always tortilla chips with like some sort of
Oh,
dip.
I love tortilla chips.
Me too. Mike gets the softer chips because of his teeth. He
Mm.
he he, uh, he doesn't like the roughness of the tortilla chips, so he gets like the potato chips.
Well,
The
yeah,
like
because I
the
mean, like even the corners of them, you can hurt yourself. If you get
Mhm.
it in your mouth wrong, you can really hurt yourself. I mean,
It's
I
like
don't know
all the
why I know that.
international food at Aldi. So Lisa's got to check out my YouTube channel, Aldi Bargain Hauls and Finds, and she'll see some of the international stuff I've gotten from there before. And I do like the German soups that they have.
And
They have
chopped
The
pickled
Deutsche
jalapeno.
Küche.
Ooh, yeah,
Have you
that
seen
would be
that? The
good.
Deutsche Küche, the soups that they have that they bring in from Germany during like certain seasons.
No.
It's their basically the Deutsche Küche is German kitchen.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, that's what that means. So Aldi's a German company, so they're
Okay.
based out of Germany. They're actually the same company, but branched off. Trader Joe's is within that same umbrella.
Oh, okay. So we have Trader Joe's. Yeah.
Yeah,
That we
Trader
have.
Joe's is Aldi. I believe Aldi Sur or Aldi
Mm,
Sud, which
they
means
have good stuff too.
the
Yum.
South Aldi. Yeah.
They have some really good things for sure. So are you going to keep going or are you going to end? Because if you're going to keep going, you want to pop somebody else on because I need to take care of the pets.
I was actually thinking of going. I was
Okay.
gonna have us wrap it up really quick.
Okay.
But I'm
Wrap
so
away.
excited. We actually had a decent turnout tonight, and I love it. And thank you
That's
guys
fun.
so much. Thank you for everyone who came here tonight. I mean, we had 20 people, I think, at max tonight, and that was great. We had Lisa Joy come in, Amy Northam, Heather, Sarah Levis, and Sarah Messamar were in here earlier.
Yeah.
Brandon Elrich was in here.
Yes.
Catherine Wallenstein. I'm trying to think of all the people who are in here. Well, anyway, Ben was in here for a little bit. I'm just gonna say thank you to everyone here tonight, and if I missed
Brandon's
anybody, just
another one that we need to support.
leave it in the comments. Yeah,
Independent writers.
Brandon's losing a couple subs, and he mentioned it today in his Mad Libs.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
already pay sub to him, which is one of the few people I can actually afford to pay sub because I only have 3 that I pay sub
Mm-hmm.
to because I only have
Yeah.
2 myself. So I'm kind of
I
like
just
I'm
pulled I
yeah.
pulled from all the ones that I had been doing paid things for that have huge followings. I'm like, fuck that. They've got people. I'm going to
Yeah.
support my people, my little people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, join. Are you going to be on the porch? No, tomorrow isn't a porch day, so you're going to be back on. You guys are back on Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
And are you going to be on
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
I should be.
Yeah. So catch Julie at 9:30, 6:30. So that's Pacific
Welcome, Amy.
6:30, 9:30 Eastern with Lisa and either Robes or Sacred Storylines or both.
Yeah.
Join me and Brandon on the same day, but earlier in the day at 4 Eastern, 3 Central for Tuesdays with 2 gays, and it's reformatted since we took that last break.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and
I'm doing a fun little, just, I don't know, for the hell of it, a little podcast thing that I call the Random Access
I've
Brain.
seen that. That's like a short little thing. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little short thing where I talk about the stuff that keeps me awake at night,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just fun. And I don't have
It's it,
makeup on, which is frightening, but I do it anyway. So
well, I
there's
mean, without makeup, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You look great.
that. So my 73-year-old self right there. Yep. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun to just muse, you know.
Yep. Exactly. Yep, Tuesday. Lisa said it. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We
Yeah.
really
Well, hi,
appreciate
Brian.
you.
We're just
Oh,
leaving.
Brian just came in. Yeah, we're just heading out. You can watch 3. You could tune into clips or whatever, or go
Hmm.
full recording. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you
Auf
all.
Wiedersehen. Au revoir.
Goodbye. That's the one I know. Goodbye.
Exactly. Or konnichiwa or sayonara.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Julie.
Bye, Sturge.